Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the S8 today. I really hope that you have been finding this series quite enjoyable to watch. We've covered things like the spec on this car, I've covered things like the running costs of this car, my impressions with as well, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what makes this car quite special, and it's all the modifications that are on this car. So let's go and do that right now. So the Audi S8, this car has not only been modified from a styling point but also from a mechanical point. First of all, let's talk about the styling updates on this car. From the front end, it's been totally de-chromed. The front grille is usually in chrome and it's been de-chromed to give it that real nice aggressive look, including the 4 rings as well. So the LED matrix headlights, these are a great feature on an S8, and I really think that the front end just looks really good with like these lights on there, but we've gone for a slight headlight tint which makes the front end look even more aggressive. Towards the bottom end of the bumper, the owner has put on a Maxton splitter, which again just continues that aggressive look off the front end. When you see this car coming up in your rear view mirror, it just looks menacing. So moving around the side of the car, we've got the 21-inch alloy wheels straight from the Audi S8 Plus. The owner previously used to own an Audi S8 Plus and he really liked the way that car was finished off with the wheels, and he's put on the same wheels on his S8. So behind those wheels you can see that the calipers have been painted red. It really complements the black paintwork and makes the car just look so much complete and give it that real nice stance. Talking about the stance of the car is riding on airmatic suspension, which I believe is a standard feature, but as a modification to that suspension we've got the airmatic lowering links, which really make the car just sit that little bit better. And as you can see from this clip, the car is just spot on. The D-chrome theme has continued around the side profile of the car. The window trim is usually in chrome, which I think looks quite silly on a black car, so we've obviously had to de-chrome that. Moving around the rear end of the car, the rear lights, they've also had a slight tint applied to them because they just looked a little bit too cherry red before. So the rear end of this car is very menacing to look at. You've got a Maxton design diffuser which makes the back end just look so much more aggressive compared to how this car was when it was stock. The exhaust system, that is also an upgrade. That is a Miltech non-resonated exhaust system. It's pretty much a straight pipe all the way through. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we talk about the engine modifications. So from a styling point, that pretty much concludes all the styling modifications that have been put onto the car. It really makes the car look so much more aggressive compared to how this was when it was in stock form. Now what we'll do is we'll talk to you about the modifications that have gone on under the bonnet, engine mods, exhaust mods and handling mods. So the power plant of this S8 is a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine. Stock form on the S8 it produces 520 odd horsepower with about 650 Newton meters of torque. This car has been fitted with a stage 2 map which was done by Bevo Tuning. I will leave all of Bevo Tuning's details in the description below so you can hit them up. This car now produces on the stage 2 720 bhp and 1100 Newton meters of torque. We're also running NGK cold spark plugs. The downpipes have been swapped out for Red Star downpipes, and again, like I mentioned, it's then coupled with the non-resonated Miltech exhaust system. Now this setup sounds absolutely brutal, and on top of that, the way this car drives, it is just phenomenal. So guys, let me know what you think of the way this car looks in terms of its visuals, the way the car has been set off with all the body kit going on and, you know, all the D-chrome work, because this thing in the metal, it just looks absolutely menacing. I know I've used that word so many times, but on a car like this, it just suits it so much better. We've talked about the engine mods, we've talked about, like I say, the exhaust mods. Now what I'm going to talk to you guys is how much does it cost to get this car set up in the way it is with that stage 2, those downpipes, and also the exhaust system. So let's now talk about the costs associated with this build. Nothing's happened overnight, so there's been a lot of time and effort that's gone into this. Like my uncle, he's very particular in the way he wants his car set up, in that how he has to drive on a daily basis, because he does daily this car, so he doesn't want to be chasing, you know, thousands of horsepower, and the car, you know, goes always into like a drivetrain error or whatever. So, you know, this build has taken a bit of time. Let's talk about like the costs. So right from the rear end, the exhaust system, for example, that's a Miltech exhaust system. It comes usually with, the think, about 2 or 3 different style of like tailpipes. This one's like the full out black tailpipe, so I'm not sure whether that's more expensive or not, but this exhaust system as a non-resonated exhaust system is about £3,000. Then you've got the downpipes, the Red Star downpipes. You're looking at around £1,200 for those downpipes. This is just like a supply price rather than fitted. Fitting is on top. Then you've got the map. So the map stage 2, 720 horsepower, 1100 newton meters of torque. That is around about £700. These prices could be like fluctuating as we speak. So right away, you know, we're kind of looking at like, say, I don't know, close to about 5k. Then you've got the alloy wheels, the 21-inch Audi S8 Plus wheels. You know, you're probably looking at like another, I don't know, £2,000 for them, maybe more. So I'm going to take the cost of the alloy wheels out of this equation because they're a person preference. I'm not really sure how much they are, so we won't include those in the cost. But what I will include is the cost of the handling setup. Now the car has been modified with the Airmatic drop links. All of the tracking and the wheel alignment has been done by a company, I think it's over in Nuneaton or somewhere, and it's called Center Gravity. You know, they're pretty much rated, you know, on all the forums and whatnot, so definitely check them guys out as well. So from what I'm told, this whole setup, from visuals to mechanical to remaps and everything, has cost in the region, including fitting and labor and all the dyno testing and all of that, wait for it, has costed about £7,000. Now I know that might sound like a lot of money being splashed out on an S8, but the way this car used to drive, because I did go out in it when it was stock, to how it is now set up, the way it used to look, the way it looks now, it has transformed the entire car. I'm not even going to say, oh, it's transformed it just a little bit by power. Everything comes together like, you know, as a package. So the way this car has now been set up, in the way it drives, in the way it looks, it's absolutely amazing. It's come a very long way from the way this car was when it was, like, say, new to the way it is now. It's just a testament to the way the car's just been set up and everyone that's been involved in the process. So guys, if you have found this video informative, if you are looking to get your car set up in this kind of a way, hopefully this video has given you a little bit of insight into the costs associated with the build. If you have found this video useful and informative, then definitely give it a like, and hopefully guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye.